Pleasure.
I'm going to put this in action.
Okay.
So, AJ, can you tell us what's going on in our relationship? Because I get so frustrated that Kerry doesn't see the logic in things.
Right.
Like, it can be as simple as us packing the van and the car.
Yep.
And we'll have massive arguments about it, where Kerry gets to the point of, well, I'm just not even going to try because, I can't do the whole Tetris thing.
Yeah.
So many occasions.
So is that what you call it, Kerry, the Tetris thing?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Awesome. Yeah. That's a lot of passive aggression there. That's really good. Don't be embarrassed.
But this is something that we've noticed a lot within our relationship,
Sure.
in that I seem to see the logic.
One half of the soul will also see the logic, will generally see the logic better than the other half. Remember that it's about the honouring of the other half. However, and we've had a lot of this going on with us over 5 years, where we've had a lot of issues to work through with logic and function and form and beauty and things like that. And what we find is that most of the time, the person with the blockage towards the logic or the blockage towards the beauty has an issue with that characteristic parent. So in other words, there's a large... So Kerry, I would suggest to you that you've got some issues with Dad that prevent you from even desiring to be logical. Does that make sense? And the issues with Dad are preventing an openness to the logic. And if you think about how you feel about your dad, you can feel that, yeah, I'm still fairly angry with him, I'd like to rebel against him and so forth because of, what he's done. And this feeling of rebellion causes a rebellion against any masculine characteristic. Does that make sense? Yep. And this is a natural thing to occur. Whenever we have some kind of childhood issue towards the parent that has that characteristic, we will then even rebel completely. We will not even want to engage the development of that characteristic. Yeah. So we even harm our own self, and we harm the unification of the soul just because we don't want to feel the emotion towards the person who had that dominant characteristic in our childhood. Yeah. So that would be the thing to work through. Does that make sense? So you obviously don't have that same feeling, Paige. So,
well, I thought it may have been that I was being overly dominant with the masculine because I was, as you mentioned before, wanting approval from my dad.
Yeah, different dynamic with your dad. With Kerry, there was a lot more harsh treatment with father than with you, right? So Kerry's got a lot more feelings of rebellion against father, whereas you've got a lot more feelings towards pleasing father. Yeah. However, a person who is completely logical is fine. That's great. It's good to be logical. Right? It's not about... It's when you choose logic over beauty, now you're imbalanced. Yeah. So you're not doing that. No. So that tells you that it's balanced. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the key is to understand where our partner is coming from, in terms of their own damage, but also we need to discuss with our partner and be firm on the issue. Although if we have a logical issue, there's an issue that comes up regularly, then there's got to be something going on towards dad, generally in our childhood, or mum's